The new GDC enhanced CPD regulations are coming, and we have shown you how they will change and affect you. I have done a roadshow through the whole of the UK, and there has been a video on the Tubules website which you've seen. However, the one thing we briefed over is how to use the Tubules Personal Development Planner, PDP, but I call it the Intelligent PDP because it takes away a lot of the challenges and effort for you. So I'm going to show you here how you can use it. And it's a great reference point for you as you start filling in your PDP in January 2018. Or it might be January or February or March 2018 now, and you're already filling this in, then this video will be very useful for you. So let's get going. Now what you will see is that when you go in the development plan section of the website, you can actually do a drop down by year. You can then do your SWOT analysis, your plan, your reflections, and you also get a record of your CPD. So the whole thing is covered for what you need to do. Now, when you start, make sure you select the correct year so that you're creating the plan for the correct year. Then you click on Audit and Assessment. With this Audit and Assessment, you are actually creating an analysis of what would be very useful for you on the planning side. You need to show your goals, but you need to also show an analysis of how you reach that plan or goals. So in this area, we have 4 sections. The first one you can see me filling out is your skills and knowledge, looking at your strengths and your weaknesses. And that's what this is working upon. The second part, after I've filled this in, is looking at the resources you have available to encourage and learn your CPD. So you've looked at your strengths, weaknesses, you then look at your resources. And our Intelligent PDP automatically stores your favorites and your study clubs in this. You'll see I've just got one video here as an example, but your favorite section could have a lot more. We then also say, well, what about the journals that you may be using? What about any associations or organizations you are a member of? What about any mentors you may have? This is saying that these are some of the resources I have in order to do my CPD. The things you may also put in are things like the courses you have available, the other organizations who run courses that you may want to find as your resource, any other opportunities as well, any other mentors. For example, Dr. Reddy is my mentor. So the audit and analysis, strengths and weaknesses, and then your resources that you have available. And then the third part is your environment. What sort of patients do you deal with? Because that is going to influence the CPD you do. Now here, it's about the workplace and the patients, and I work in a specialist practice. So these are the kind of patients we get: high clinical need, complex needs. So my CPD may be that sort of fit. High expectation patients possibly. And the fourth part of our analysis looks at constraints, because we all have constraints, and if you put this in here, it affects your plan. You know, my constraints may be that there's high staff turnover in practice and I don't get enough time, or that I only work part-time in practice because most of the time I'm running tubules, so there's a limitation on my income, and therefore how much can I invest in my CPD? And therefore online may be a way for me to do things. And then you can put other constraints as well. Now, my wife really helps me a lot. I was being filmed when doing this as a joke, and I wrote, wife, she stops me from working 24 hours a day. It's a joke. But it's just a way of saying that you have made a complete analysis of your circumstances in order to plan your CPD. And you can save all this. In the future, this will be time-stamped, but at the moment we want you to be using it. You then go on planning your CPD. Now you will see I've set one goal. Our planning as an intelligent CPD looks at your goals. It helps you set goals. You know, you can give your goal any name when you add it. You can call it naan and curry if you want to learn how to make curry. Only joking. But you'll see my goal is hard tissue training. Your goal could be improvement in communication, improvement of handling complaints for patients, anything. You then put your target CPD in there, and I'll just go back a little bit for you to see that once you've entered your target CPD, our system measures as you reach your target. But secondly, you enter your learning methods. You may want to learn this by conferences, hands-on, study groups, all these learning methods. And the other thing is our website works with topics. We have about 50 topics, and you can see them on the topics section. But it says this goal, what topics does it relate to? So when you actually click on there, you can do a drop-down list and select the topics it relates to. Now, the reason we're doing this is twofold. That you select your topic, you select your learning methods. Our intelligent PDP will ping you if we have something related to that topic and learning method. For example, if we put up a video online of something related to hard tissue here, then I've said online learning, hard tissue is what I want. The system will ping me. So I can do that CPD, and that means I'm working towards my plan of CPD. This is why this is an intelligent PDP. Once we've put these information in, here's a GDC template, and you can use that if you want and have lots of paperwork. And they have said you put your field of practice, your work settings as your SWOT. I've already shown you our SWOT, which meets more than that. But their personal development plan says, what do I need to learn, which is your goal? How does this relate to my practice? But then they want to put the high-level outcomes. They want you to answer what benefit this will have to my work. How will I meet this learning need? When will I complete the goals? Now, you've already ticked how you will meet that learning need. You've already talked the topics. The high-level outcomes, watch my lecture on the ECPD to understand what those are. But our goal setting, you've entered those information, the topics, everything else. Look, here it is, the high-level outcomes, which this goal will help you achieve. And how does this goal relate to your field of practice? What benefit will this goal have? It's all there. So you don't need to start building masses of paperwork. Now you can see what I'm doing here is copying and pasting from the examples the GDC gave me. Don't do that. We will give you suggested goals and plans if you want, based on your personal needs. But this is just an example that you could use the GDC template with lots of paperwork, or use our intelligent PDP and put all that information in. You see, this is about treatment planning and implants that the GDC said meets goals A and C, and these are the things I'm copying and pasting across there. For me, it meets goal C, which is why I've written goal number C there. I've answered all this in my goal setting, and the last thing you put in is your review date, so that you can go and review that. And we will send out reminders to remind you that this goal is due for reviewing. And you save that goal. Now here's the interesting part. These are my goals on the website. Now every time I go and do a Tubules CPD, because the third part of it is do, the GDC say plan, and then once you set your goals, you do it. Here I'm showing an example of something I've done online. A CPD video by Dr. Howard Gluckman on creating soft tissue around implants. Every time you watch a video, you can actually store a video in your favorites. You might watch half the video and then I'll come back later to this, our system remembers where you left it off from. That's why your name appears on that top left corner. Now, once you've finished watching the video, you can then go down here and answer the CPD questions. But what you have to know is the third question in all of this now is asking you what high-level outcome does this CPD meet for you? And this will automatically be stored in your certificates and your reflections because you will need that. So this is your high-level outcome. We are well measured. Look, it says I only got one correct answer. It was insufficient. So I have to go and do the test again and again till I get a 60% pass mark. And then I enter the survey feedback questions. So the CPD you do We'll answer questions. Sometimes I must tell you that some of our new CPD has questions in the video itself. So if you answer it wrong, you'll be taken back. You will then, at the end of it, answer the high-level outcome so that we can put it in your plan and your activities and your certificate. And then you'll enter the feedback questions because we need feedback on how we can improve our learning and our methods of delivery for you. This is a video. If you go to a study club, then you will automatically be sent an email as long as your study club leader marks your attendance, and you fill in the same feedback questions, and the CPD is straight into your account. If you're a practice member and your practice does an event, the same thing happens. So your CPD is done. See, this many CPDs have been logged into my profile. Now the GDC want you to reflect on your CPD. So the third part of our portfolio has an activities and reflection. Now do you see, I did Dr. Gluckman's CPD, it's automatically into the activities section. All you need to do is go in there and say which topics do you want this CPD to attach to. And the second thing, do you remember in stage 2 you created some goals, some plans? What you want to do here is tick what goals does that CPD attach to. So I did 89 minutes. I wanted to attach to this plan of soft tissue training, and you know where you said target was 300, it measured it against that. The aims and objectives of Tubules CPD get recorded here automatically. All you have to do then is go and put some reflections there because you are actively being encouraged to reflect on your learning needs. And then, does this alter to your goals? You just write it down there, and if you then need to add a new goal or a new plan, you can do this. When you've finished your CPD on Tubules, a certificate compliant with the new regulations will also be ready and available for you. Everything, therefore, is solved by Tubules. Now, one of the questions that is regularly asked is, can I add external CPD to my Tubules account? And the answer is yes, you can. I'm going to show you how that is done on the website. So you go to development plan and you can go back into the activities section. Let's have a look at the certificate first. You see, any CPD you do, external or internal, you print your certificate. It has the name, the GDC number, the fact that you actively participated in that, the title, the learning objectives, the speaker. It also has the high-level outcome, which must appear on your certificate, and also the body that is quality assuring us. So the certificate is compliant with the new regulations, and hopefully this helps you in every way. You can therefore use our PDP to solve every little challenge you have. Now, we were talking about how you can add other CPD. So let's go back on the Dental Tubules website, development plan, activities and reflections. Now you can click on add activity. And when you click on activity, you will see the name of this activity. This could be the course you went on. And you will see here third-party CPD. You then enter the topics. You enter what goals that CPD related to. You enter the date it was completed. If it was verifiable, you click on that and look, automatically your CPD minutes and the ability to load your certificate as a JPEG or anything like that comes here. You then type in the aims and objectives and the reflections. Boom, external CPD is in your account. This will also be stored on your CPD certificate section. And if you're part of a practice membership, your practice has access to that. You don't have to keep giving them certificates and they don't have to keep chasing you for them. Something else to note. In the activities type, I said you can add external CPD. But you can also add other things here. Significant event analysis. If you look down here, look, questions changed. What went wrong? What went right? What are the lessons learned? You click down, review a clinical procedure. Boom. What procedure did you do? What were the good points? What aspects can you develop? More reflections. In essence, under the activities section, you reflect on your CPD, but you reflect on other activities as well, because that is going to help you set new goals, alter your plan. And then when you set new goals and put your learning methods, our intelligence system pings you. At some point, we will be building a whole courses section, so even the courses will be pinged across to you. In essence, the Tubules PDP solves all your challenges in an intelligent way, and that's why we want to help you. I hope this tutorial is useful. One last thing to go over, so don't go away just yet. I want to show you some interesting things about the website going further forward. So let's get the video up. Now, and the question that you'd ask is, can I print my plan? Yes, you can. You can select the year and print your plan, and you will see your whole PDP there downloaded. Your whole audit and assessment, your goals, your reflections, activities, everything. It's saved as a PDF. So if you are ever asked, can I see your PDP? All you do is download this and email it, print it, do as you wish. You need to keep your records for 10 years. And this PDP will be stored on Tubules for 10 years. That's a huge amount of information. You can either keep lots and lots of paperwork, if you please, or we've just tried to make life easy for you. This answers your whole PDP solution on Tubules. Now on the website, you now log in and you see the My Feed section. The My Feed has all the updates that you need and what's happening on the website. Okay? So you don't need to go around and know what's going on, etc. My Feed does that. You can also click on Feed Preferences to make sure that your feed is catered to your favorite topics, or you can click on the filtering the type of content on the feed, the message or the study clubs, and that way your feed is tailored to your needs. So have a play around with that. You can save a lot of things to your My Favorite section, so you'll see that on the video. We have the My Clubs section, the My Content section, all that information is across there. The other thing to note on the website is that you may want to learn a bit more, you may want to do a bit more CPD. You can actually go onto the topics section, which is on the top right of the website. You will see all the topics there. And if you click on a topic, all the articles, all the videos, all the playlists, everything you need about the topic will appear there. So, for example, cross-infection is what this video clicked on. Green means it's video, light green means it's a discussion, purple is a playlist. You can actually say, I just want all the videos on cross-infection. You click on Tubules Talks, and all the videos have appeared. There are more on the website. This is for illustrative purposes only. You can go into any topic there. You can go into radiography and ERMR. You can go into ceramics core subjects, which are no longer needed, anything like that. And this helps you to find the content easily. The second thing you need to do is part of your membership gives you free entry into study clubs. So you can click on clubs on the website and actually go and join a study club of your choice and become a member on that as well. So therefore, Tubules answers all your solutions about learning. Here's a brief guide to the PDP. So start developing your PDP now because it's important. It's going to be needed for the new regulations. If you then have any questions, feel free to email us at info@dentinaltubules.com, or alternatively, if you'd like, there's a little red circle on the bottom right of the screen. Click on that, enter your query, and one of our support team will be here to help you.